Yes, so in Islam we have all the rights are split into two parts. We have rights of God and rights of human beings. So huququllah and huququl ibad. So if you see now, this part of the lecture, of the final sermon, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned things that we owe to God, that we should, try to at least pray our 5 daily prayers. In Islam, this is the most important thing. In fact, the position of salah in our religion is like the head on a human being's body. Without that, there's nothing else. Because without the salah, you lose that connection with God, and very, very quickly the rest of your Islam will come crumbling down. So once a year we try to observe and dedicate it all to increasing our level of piety. We control what we eat, we control what we drink, we abstain from our legal pleasures, and also we should always be considerate of the poor. When we give our wealth in zakat, this is a mandatory charity. If you are considered wealthy in Islam, and nowadays it's like, if you've got more than £600 stashed away somewhere for more than a year in your savings account, 2.5% of that you need to give that to somebody in need. So if every single person in this world, if all the Muslims in this world were to give 2.5% of their charity away for the sake of, to obliterate poverty, there would be no such thing as poverty. Once upon a time in the golden era of Islam, you would hardly find someone poor. This was in the first few hundred years when Islam, when the Prophet Mohamed after he passed away. And also once in a life, if you can afford to, go there and come back to make this pilgrimage in Mecca and Medina. And my dear brothers and sisters, there's no such thing as race in Islam. No one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not look at us, what we look like, what is our skin color, what is our background. The only thing that really matters to Allah is what is inside of us, in our hearts and our actions. And that we are all ultimately brothers and sisters, and we work together to move forward, we support one another, we defend one another. And just because we are brothers and sisters, it doesn't mean we own each other's property. Some people take that too literally and think they can take whatever they want because we're all family. End of the day, we shouldn't have the need to ask, but that is not the case. Unless it's given freely and willingly, then take as much as you can. And also, do not do injustice to yourself. Now this last part, do not do injustice, do not therefore do injustice to yourselves. A lot of things that are prohibited in Islam is because of this reason, that we don't consume intoxicants, we don't consume like certain types of meat, especially meat that has, say you're in a jungle or something and you find a dead animal. We don't eat these things in case there's a disease. We don't smoke drugs, because all of these things harm our body. And our body